Hello, how's everybody? I had this hat because I did it in one of my songs that I just did, and I thought it looked good. I got this hat for Christmas. One of my friends, two of my friends gave it to me, and I really like it. At first, I didn't wear it. I didn't wear this hat for like maybe a year or so. I didn't feel comfortable with it. But it's like, and today we're just having fun because we're going to talk about something that's really, really great. But I want to tell you the story is that, I think I got this habit from my mother when she would get something really nice that she really liked. There was something else I got. I'll show you, like, maybe I'll show you. I think you saw it in one of the videos anyway. But she would keep things. I don't know why. But she would keep things for a long time and then she would use them maybe like a year. Okay? I'm going to take the hat off. Um, she would, I'm going to tell you some of the things. And this is our Jehovah Witness family. So it goes in with the ex-Jehovah Witness. So we had furniture. We had this one house that we were in Buffalo, New York, and we got furniture, really nice furniture, and she kept it in a box. She kept them all in boxes. This is a long time ago, like when the furniture was really nice, and it didn't come in like pieces all the time, and everything was in a box. She had the coffee table, the tables, everything in a box. It's kind of a big apartment. Never asked her why. We never asked why she did that. But we didn't even think anything about it. We just okay, you know. And then, but that was funny because it wasn't funny. But I'm just saying it's funny because which is in my videos. The earlier ones, the reason why, the whole story. But um, there was a fire in our house, and the furniture was in the boxes. Anyway, everything. Nothing happened to the furniture because it was in a certain place. Okay, where the fire was, but it got a little bit like smoked a little bit, and so we kept that furniture, and we could use it at the other house that we had. Did we use it at the other house that we had? Maybe we did. Anyway, she did keep the furniture in the boxes. Come to think of it now, I'm almost sure we never used the furniture at that house. Um, it's funny because then we had another house and then we used the furniture. I'm almost sure. Okay. Um, so not just that, but later on in life, when we moved to different places, um, I'm gonna tell you another story. She got a microwave one time, and that microwave sat there for like a year. Everybody knew not to use it. And this is when the microwaves first came out. And then after a year, we started using it. Dishwasher. We got a townhouse which had a dishwasher. I think it was our first dishwasher. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm almost sure it was the first dishwasher we had. And she kept it. And we waited and we waited. We didn't say anything. And then all of a sudden, after a year or so, we could use it. And I don't know why, but now every so often, a lot of times, I'll get something, and when I get something, a nice gift or something, I probably a lot of times I don't use it, and I just wait. I don't know why, but she had some kind of sense, and I guess there's a reason why. I don't know. Maybe other people do it. I don't know for some things, but she wouldn't do it, and it was new furniture. These are new things, so it wasn't to do anything about how the Jehovah Witnesses are. So anyway, so what was I gonna? I got into that, and I wanted to say that we're gonna talk about something really nice because I was thinking today because of the channel and everything, And we have to keep going with something. I mean, we got a lot of business going on. I still have to do that letter. I have to rewrite the letter. If you're familiar with one of the YouTubes that I have, writing the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. But I was saying, you know what? In my life, when I meet, I think it's the nicest thing when I meet. It's like a gift or something when I meet some ex-Jehovah Witnesses. But it's so strange that when I meet them, I feel so close to them, but yet I can't meet them. I mean, I can't, like, I haven't had a chance to where I had a get together, and we're talking about get together, not from the Jehovah Witnesses. But, you know, now we can carry that one. I can carry that one over. But I wonder if I got that. Oh, my glasses. I don't want to mess up my glasses. I sat on my glasses once. I don't know if I told you that, but I had to buy some new ones. But now that we're talking about the get together, I wonder if I put it on my little chart. Anyway, I'm gonna make a note. No, I don't have it down. That's gonna be another one. Okay, 14, 15 get together. But anyway, 15 is going to be number. This is important for like communicating and stuff like that and keeping things separate. This light, I don't know if it comes in. I mean, it has a little darkness and it doesn't. 20. I have 20 already. Let me see. Okay, it's going to be 21 get together. I remember that. Get together. I'm sure there's another get together. I mean, they're not the only people that say get together. I'm going to look that up though. But anyway, I wanted to have a get together with the ex-Jehovah Witnesses. Okay. Because we're in the same mind, we have the same place that we go to. You know, I was thinking about the place that we go to, and that's another thing that keeps us together because we've been in the same place, okay? And I'm talking about, I guess I can say a physical place. It's kind of like a mental place because we were Jehovah Witnesses and all of them are in this place. But when you're an ex-Jehovah Witness, you have another place. I mean, you know about that place, but it places you in another place, if you know what I'm talking about. And we're in the same place. And I think it would be just like the nicest thing for us to get together. I mean, I have the channel. That's very important. And I don't want it to be just business. When I say business, I mean, you know, just about ex-Jehovah Witnesses and things that we want to do because they're all working and we're going to keep doing that. But we have to do something exciting also. And wouldn't that just be so nice if we can get together? I mean, it would just be like a dream come true, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to start saying some things, ideas. But it's not going to be, if you want to still remain anonymous, you can still remain anonymous. I mean, that's no big deal, you know what I mean? But the plans that I made already, things like that, because I'm thinking about it and everything, and I want it to happen, and it will happen, is like, if I keep the channel, it's going to happen. And I want to keep the channel. So that's a very important part, is that we're doing this from the channel, the Pierre de Ex-Jehovah Witness channel. So these are some of the ideas, and I'm going to keep talking about this because I wanted it to develop, okay? Most likely it would be not a long time from now. I mean, you know, at least next year sometime. I would say like next year, but in the off season, you know, something like, I don't want bad weather. I don't want it to be cold, but we could do it in England because one of my friends are in England. So anyway, that's one idea. We could do it in England. I'm just talking about 2 days, maybe 3 days. That's just an idea. But regularly, I mean, like not regularly, but most likely, I would like it done, I would like for us to have it in like Virginia, in a nice, very touristic place, okay? Like I would say Old Town Alexandria. I don't know if not everybody are familiar with Old Town Alexandria, but I used to walk around there all the time. And it has so many things that we would be able to do. So that's one idea. So England may be like 10%, 5% of a chance of it being in England. You know what I mean? And of course, it's going to only be maybe like 3 days. Okay. I don't think I'll be able to take that much day work off, but it will be an occasion because it's very important. Because I was thinking we always talking about these things, but yet we don't get together at all, you know. But I don't want to do anything like make an organization. No way. Free from that. Just stay together because of the love of God, you know what I mean? Something like that. So anyway, so what I was saying, okay, so Virginia, most likely. Old Town Alexandria, which I think would be the best place because it's such a beautiful tourist attraction, you know? And plus it's not so, it's kind of like the city, but it's kind of like secluded, kind of, you know what I mean? So, you know, I have places to go, places to eat, a lot of places to eat, a lot of places for history if you want to do history, and the music places also. So that's why I say that. So that's another thing, another idea. And I think it's good. Like I was thinking, I was getting ready to talk about how it's good for us to get together, you know? To talk. I mean, but I don't want another thing too. I don't want to have any like any like talks, no no anything like that. I want us to be like friends, you know what I mean? Like well, we are friends. I want us to be like we are. I mean, whatever we want. I don't want to plan anything. I mean, I want to plan a trip and everything, but as far as what we do, I don't want it to be so much planned. Like I want us to get there and go, well, let's do this or let's do that or let's do this. So another thing, I don't want any like reception or banquet or anything like that. I just want it to be as if, just like this, as if we all had the same idea and we ended up in the same place. So I'm also not talking about making any like group arrangements or anything. I want everybody to do it by themselves. You know, if you want to go, the whole thing is surrounded by, it's like, I decided that I want to go and I don't know, this might change. And you'll know where I'm going and when I'm going to be there. And then everybody else does it on their own because I don't want it to be any pressure whatsoever. I still want us to be like, just like we wanted to do it as much. You wanted to do it. I'm doing this thing. I shouldn't do it. Okay. You wanted to do it as much as I wanted to do it. I mean, you know, maybe one person would be there. Maybe you just end up being me. Because I know one impossible thing is for Jehovah Witnesses to get together, ex-Jehovah Witnesses to get together and do something because it would be so much fun. So that's what I want to do. So I'm going to keep talking about that. So that's one thing in the channel that we have is something that instead of us, yes, we love to talk. We love to talk to each other. And we love to listen to each other. That's another thing about ex-Jehovah Witnesses. We like to listen to each other. It's just something that unique. And out of all of this, all the people I meet, I really would like to get together with some ex-Jehovah Witnesses. So you don't have to tell me how you think about it. I mean, if you want to, I mean, that's great. Like I said, no pressure. I don't want people to say, well, I think I can go, or yeah, I think I can go, because it's a year, maybe like a year, less than a year and a half from now. Okay. So you don't really have to say anything, because a lot of people will say something and they won't do anything. But see, like, I have the responsibility because I have the channel, and I don't know why that makes it. It really makes it a greater possibility that will happen. If I keep the channel and the channel stays strong, it's gonna happen. That's just how it is. I mean, that's the strength behind us knowing that it's gonna happen. Because I appreciate everything, but like I said, I wanted to be on an off season, so I wanted to be good weather. I mean, I don't want it to be like in the winter time. So I'm talking about, I say like after spring. You know what I mean? Someone told me one time. I said, I don't know why. We're just talking on this one. But after spring is summer. And those word combinations are so beautiful. I don't know why. So when I said after spring, it has that same feeling. I don't know if everybody else catches it. But one time this is just a fun video. But one time I was in Washington, no, in New York City. And someone told me, I didn't know them, but I was talking to them. And we had a nice conversation. And we talked about someone saying they could make up those expressions really easily, and they all would like tingle in your mind. It has nothing to do with what it said. It's just the sound of something. Like, for instance, when I said after spring, I mean, I don't know why. After spring has a something there. I mean, it's just the sound. I'm almost sure it's the sound, because they said after spring is summer. But now I just said I want to do after spring. And when I say after spring, so that was the trick in the whole thing. It's not so much after spring is summer, but just the sound of after spring. I mean, I can feel it. It's just like tingles in my mind. So anyway, let's make it after spring, okay? Oh, yes, yes, yes. So we know it's going to be after spring, and it's going to be next year. But I already said 5% chance. Now it's gone down. 5% chance that it might be in England. The only reason why I said it, because I have one of my one of my, I don't know, we've been together so long, since the beginning. In my comments, that person, for five, I would just have to say, so 5% of that will be there, but I'm almost sure. And 95%, can I say 95%? 90% chance that it's going to be in, 95% that it's going to be in Old Town Alexandria, and 5% that it won't happen, I guess. Okay. Now let's talk about some of the things. Okay, like I said, so I'm telling you about how I want the event to be. Like I said, I don't want any pressure at all. No, it's not. I don't want it to have any like groups, like this person does this person does that, this person does this person does that. No, it's definitely gonna be like, if I want to go, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna go. And anybody else that wants to go will have to do as I. Because the other way is a little bit more pressure, and there'll be a benefit to it. Yes, you can save on this. I mean, most likely I can say like a hotel. I mean, I can ask a hotel to see if there's a certain amount of people, can we get a break on it? Yes, I can do that. Okay. But if I did that, I would approach the hotel and I would tell them maybe like 6 months in advance, and I would tell them the specifics, and they would tell me most likely, well, if you have, let's say, if you can if you have at least 20, 25 rooms, okay, 20 or 25 rooms, most likely I worked in hotels, business was so long, 20 or 25 rooms, then on the off season, then after spring, then if those people register, we'll give them a discount if it's under this thing, okay? So I could do something like that. And then on your own, you would locate the hotel or the reservations that I would tell you, the hotel that I would tell you, and then they would see if there's 5 people. Okay, there's 5 people at this room. Okay, only this discount. And then maybe if it reaches 25 people, which you're going to do that individually and no pressure or anything. Then when it reaches a certain like 20 rooms, maybe if it should happen, then the greater the discount. So I'm going to talk to them about that. But that's going to be only 6 months before after spring. Okay. So that's some of my points. What are some things that we want to do? I don't want to have any whatsoever. I mean, no like speeches or anything like that. We're not going to have any like catered rooms or anything. If we eat, I want us to eat in the restaurant. You know, we decide to eat in a restaurant, we eat in a restaurant. We'll talk together like, oh, what do you think we're going to do? Or what do you think we're going to do? Or maybe some people want to do that. Maybe some people want to do that. Maybe we'll go off into groups or whatever we want to do. I want it to be like so natural and fun. Say, oh, I want to go over what you call. Okay, so we'll do something else later on or something like that, okay? However, we'll have all the information and everything. So as I progress, and that's going to be about it for now. So I don't want you to tell me how you think about it. I want you to tell yourself what you think about it. Okay. Now, my experience in being a person that puts things together. And now finish with that. Okay. When my friends used to come to where I lived, and I used to take them around, they said they loved it. They loved the way I did things and everything. My aunt, one of my nice, actually she's a nice aunt that I have. Actually, it's my brother's aunt, but it's my aunt. I really love her. I know she doesn't remember, but anyway, one time she goes, I want to do something that you want to do. And I go, okay. And I took them around. And then we went to this one place. It was called Mousetrap. It's not there anymore. And it was maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us, I guess. And she told me, she goes, that was the greatest time I ever had. Okay, so I'm just letting you know. Okay. And another time was she never got married. Should have never gotten married. You'll see it in my videos. But my wedding, my aunt, one of my roughest aunts, of course, in our family tells you the truth. If they don't like something, they tell you. And she came up to me after the reception. She goes, I've been to all these weddings, but I have never, ever had such a great time at a wedding as I have had at yours. But the first thing she goes was, you know, I am going to tell you the truth no matter what. And I go, yes. And she goes, that was the greatest wedding I ever had. I've been to all these weddings, but your wedding was the best. And I said, thank you, because I did it for my people. And the kids came up to me and go, we had all... The kids said, we went to all these weddings, but your wedding was the most fun. Because the kids, I just let them play. I mean, I didn't like, they were just like, everybody was free. I mean, nobody said anything like, oh, don't do this, or oh, don't do that, you know. And also, I fed the people. Like, when I didn't make it, it's in the, what you call them. But anyway, I'm just telling you so you know that if we do the event, it's going to be good. Now I slipped my point. I wanted to talk about something about the wedding, was it? Uh, yeah, the kids and I hate to slip that point. Anyway, it wasn't really all of that. But I told you about my aunt. She said there was something else about that wedding I had. Um, I don't wanna. I know that I told you about my aunt Shirley. Um, or the kids, yeah, they really enjoyed it. They never had such a nice time. Was there anything else? I guess that's just it. I mean, So anyway, what I'm trying to show you is that I can definitely put together an event to where everybody would like it. There was just one more point, but I guess it's not that important. I don't think it was about the wedding. I told you about my aunt, and she goes, yeah, that was the nicest wedding I've ever had. Okay, but anyway, I can't think about it. So anyway, thank you very much. Think about it. And I want everybody, like I said, I want you to think about it personally. I mean, think about it to yourself. And as time goes on, you think whether you want to go or not. But I don't ever want to say who's going, okay? So that's the way it's going to be. It's going to be like something, it's not going to be like who's going, you know what I mean? So that's a definite. But we're going to really have a nice time. And thank you all very much. And look forward to the next YouTube. Thank you. Bye bye.